Moving to North Dakota from outside of the state or country is not an uncommon occurrence, but multiple members of the Dakota College at Bottineau men's basketball team are more than 8,000 miles away from home. Life in the United States is quite different than what Brendan Redhead, Max Groom, and Lucas Trantis are used to. The trio of guards all moved to Bottineau from Australia to play JUCO hoops.
It's a tough adjustment. I mean, the weather is crazy out here, especially from Australia. You know, you have to adjust to a new culture, which is a bit underrated, you think, from America to Australia. It's a big culture difference. How people talk, what they say, you know. Food's a big one. What you eat, the differences in food. Like, you know, little things like the road, like houses, how everything's built, you know, everything's just a little bit different.
The biggest one for me is definitely the weather. Like, back home, it's sunny, by the beach, like, living the life. And out here, like, first time I'd ever seen snow. So the cold is definitely a big adjustment for me.
We have like very similar things, but they're all like called something different. So when we talk or say something, like a lot of the Americans, like they won't know like what we're saying. So it was more like a language barrier at the start. But then I guess like right now, like I'm pretty like comfortable and know how everyone like talks.
The players say the culture change is well worth the benefits of playing the game in the U.S.
The basketball there is good, but there's a much higher level here in the US. So there's a lot more exposure, a lot higher level. So for basketball players from Australia, playing college in America in US is the dream, it's the goal.
It's the idea of playing college basketball. Like everyone in Australia, you know, we have leagues that we can go through, but the goal is to go to college. Everyone wants to go to college and go overseas, and it's the college experience that really drives us out here.
Having 4 Australian players on the roster makes moving halfway across the globe much more tolerable.
In the first year, I was getting a bit homesick, you know. You have those kind of difficulties, you miss home, but like this year, it's a lot less, you know. I'm more experienced because it's my second year, but having 3 other Australians here really helps. Because it's just that level of, like, you know, you can relate to them more.
I think it's good. Like, it's definitely helped out with, like, the change from, like, Australia to America. It's definitely, like, helped me just, like, thrive here, I guess. And having, like, someone that knows my culture and, like, my background. And if anyone doesn't believe what I'm saying, I can just prove it to them by asking, like, one of the other Australians.
And the chance to compete in the States brings a change in play style.
The game out here is definitely a lot faster, quicker. There's definitely a little bit more athleticism out here. You know, getting to the rim is harder. So you really just have to adjust, and you got to become more skillful. You can't just rely on those easy things that you used to get back home, I guess. It's not bad basketball back home, but it's a little bit tougher out here. The refs, you know, you don't get as much. You just got to adjust.
In Australia, it's more like team-oriented, so more like passing, ball movement. It's not really like one player. But here, it's more like if you're skilled and can take it to the basket, like you kind of do your own thing and create for others. It's more tough, like less fouls. Like if you get hit or like slapped while playing basketball, you kind of have to play through it, like just get through the contact.
The FIBA style of basketball, there's a lot more freedom with the ball. As long as the ball is moving, whether it's moving in hand or moving to the floor, from the floor, your feet can move in different ways versus here. So we're still working on that with a few of them, where some of them get called for some travels or carries and those sort of things. They play 24-second shot clock over there, and so having an additional 6 seconds is huge with our 30-second shot clock.
But the culture of Australian basketball has its benefits at the junior college level.
They were always very good leaders, very outgoing people, willing to make connections and relationships and leaders for us. In regards to their system over there, they're taught to play basketball as part of a team, be able to fulfill, do a job, do a role. Whereas over in the States, it's a little bit more, try to get stats.
And the globalization of the sport is part of the reason these players are here to pursue their dreams.
Australia is definitely getting a lot more looks now, and there's more eyes on our basketball game now. So a couple of years ago, basketball in Australia was kind of, you know, we weren't getting looked at as much. There wasn't as many opportunities, but now it's really coming along, and you know, opportunities are all over the world now.
10 years ago, there was very little known about Australia. There was some people writing about it online, and you could find some names, and you could try to use social media still to find some and create some contacts. But it's really exploded over the last handful of years, where they've reallocated their state systems, the different states over in Australia, and how they play in their clubs. And I think that exposure has helped their opportunities both in Australia and across the world.
Now, the one Australian player I didn't get a chance to speak with was freshman forward Jacob Smith. Now, he played on the same team out in Sydney, Australia, as his teammate with the Lumberjacks, sophomore guard Lucas Trantis.